Hi everyone, I am back with another unboxing, slightly later than normal due to the box being a little bit delayed, first in transit but also due to one of the items arriving a little bit later than the curators had originally planned for. But one of the great things about this box is that they communicate with you at every step, so you always know what's going on and when you can expect your box to arrive. So it is Witch Casket, of course. This is one that I've been doing quite regularly since I first subscribed. I think it was back in August last year, and I've had every box since. So this is a witchcraft subscription box curated by witches and for witches. So each month they send you at least 8 items, all of which are Witch Casket exclusives, which means of course you can't get them anywhere else. And they are vegan friendly, usually £50 minimum value, and items are included such as spells, crystals, incense, jewellery, art prints, altar wear and other exclusive items. Everything's always themed as well. So with this being February, of course, the month of love, although we are well past Valentine's Day now, as I'm filming this, it is the 23rd of February. So it's actually my birthday tomorrow, which is why I'm filming this today. And this is themed around love, of course it is. So I'll show you what's inside very shortly, but I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what's been going on for me as well. So you might notice it looks quite bare behind me, as it normally doesn't. That's because I'm actually moving. So I'm moving out of this flat that I've been living in for 6.5 years. And I move out next week. So I'm in the process of kind of packing everything up. It's all very, very overwhelming, very, yeah, sad as well. I've been here for quite some time. Obviously made a lot of memories here, really enjoyed living here. So yeah, the backgrounds of my videos will be changing very shortly. I think this one, obviously this one and the next one that I'm going to be doing will still be here. And then any videos I make going forward will be in a different location. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know why I've been a little bit more silent on social media recently as well. So anyway, with that aside, let's get into the unboxing. I'll talk you through all the prices and everything later on, as I always do, but I like to get straight into the unboxing side of things because that's always the most fun part, isn't it? So of course, as I said, February, the theme is Love Charms for February 2024. And we hope this casket and its contents will help you attract the kind of love or friendships that you desire. So I'm going to keep this off to the side just because it has information in there about the items that are included in the box. I'm just going to lift the box up to show you. Obviously this doesn't give a full reflection by any stretch of the imagination as to what's inside. So we'll dive straight on in with this. So we have one of these every month, but they're always different. So they're always obviously done to fit whatever theme of the box it is. So this is the Till Death Do Us Part art print, which has been designed exclusively by the in-house designer Faye. And it has on the back the monthly manifestations. So these are questions that are included on the back of the art prints every month. And it's what are my goals this month? What practical steps can I take to reach these goals? And what magical steps can I take to reach these goals? But I really like that art print. I think it's really different as well. I think that's probably one of my favourite ones to date. Yeah, definitely a really interesting print. I love the ideas as well. I'm not a very creative person, so I'm always really in awe of people who can just kind of come up with things like that just out of their own head. So the next thing I'm going to show you, again, we have something like this every single month, but it's again always different to fit the theme of the box. And this is the Open Your Heart Bath Ritual Kit. And this has, hang on a second, I'm just trying to find the page. This mysterious envelope contains all you need to prepare your heart to receive the love that you deserve. And it says in the booklet here that it contains rose petals, lemon balm, a bath pouch, a pink tea light candle, and of course the instructions for how to carry out the ritual. So I've had some really interesting rituals from this box in the past. I've not managed to get through them all as yet. I've managed to get through quite a few of them. I think there's just a couple more from previous boxes that I haven't managed to get through yet. This one, I can already smell the lemon balm in there. Smells beautiful. But of course, rose petals, synonymous with Valentine's and love and all of the romantic side of things. So yeah, absolutely looking forward to giving this a try as well. What do we have? What else do we have? I'm gonna grab this. So one of these, again, is always included in the box every month, and it's a parchment scroll. This one is Plants and Crystals for Love Spells. Nice little printed sticker there. Now, those of you who watch my videos quite regularly will know that I am terrible at getting these stickers off the parchment scroll. So we will see if I can get this one off so I can show it to you. If I can't, of course, I will take some photos, as I always do, and post them on Instagram. Oh, this one seems to be coming off. We have lift off. So it's inscribed with information on the plants and crystals you can use for the different kinds of love you'd like to attract. So here we go. So we've got self-love, we've got romantic love, friendship, and passionate love. Good job I can read backwards and through paper, isn't it? So yeah, it tells you the crystals and the plants in the columns there. So I will be having a little bit more of a look at that later when I finish this video, of course, when I take the pictures and things like that. But I love these parchment scrolls because the ideas in them are really, really simple. It's not overcomplicated. It's not anything that you need to go out and get any special supplies for. Some of the crystals and things like that, if you don't have one, you might have to buy one, but I mean, they're quite easy to come by these days. But yeah, most of the things, it's been, you know, we've had them in the past where it's been like things that you can do in your daily life and things like that. So it's not even always about using equipment and things, it's affirmations and stuff like that as well. It's really simple things that you can start to include in your daily life to bring in whatever it is that you're wanting to attract. So what else do we have here? Oh, again, one of these is always included every month as well. It's an enamel pin, and this one is a Love Spells enamel pin. So you can see obviously it's shaped like a book. And yeah, that's I've just noticed the print on the back. It's two skeleton hands holding hands, which is really cute as well. So there's been a few of these in the past. There's been one that was, I think it was last month, was like a bubbling cauldron. There was a cat on the moon, there was a witch hat one. So there's always different designs and they're really cute. You can put them on a pin board, you can put them on your clothing, of course, bags, scarves, all kinds of different things you could do with them. Or you could just collect them and keep them in a pretty little tin like I do. So that's another item. And then we also have this, which is something else that's included every month, again in a different strain or blend. And this is Loving Vibrations incense, and this is a blend of lemon balm and rose, which smells beautiful. Oh wow, that's gorgeous. I love that. And it's really light as well. Obviously we're heading now towards spring, thank the Lord. It seems like winter has been winter forever, so I'm always really happy to see a change in season, particularly when that season is changing towards the lighter nights, the milder weather. And this smells really springy. I don't know if that's a word, I don't know if that's a way to describe it, but yeah, it's just very light, very delicate, very, yeah, spring. That's all I can describe it as. But it says you can light the incense and then affirm, I ask the elements of air and fire to carry with them my desire, loving energy from this smoke surrounding me like a cloak. So you can do that. Obviously you can use it to scent your home. I think I'm going to save this, as I have with most of the other incense. I've used a couple of sticks of them, but I have all of them still left, just in varying amounts. But I'm going to wait for when I'm settling into my new place of living before I use this. But yeah, it smells beautiful just from the box itself. And then the final thing that we always have one of every month, before we move into the kind of items that are a little bit different every month, is a crystal or a tumblestone. And this is rose quartz. Of course it is. What else would it be for Valentine's and love? So this is a tumble stone. I'm just going to tip it out here. So we have a little card that gives you a bit more information about the crystal or the stone itself. And here is the stone. I have a couple of rose quartz already, but this is obviously the archetypal love stone. Carrying this gentle, loving stone helps to attract love of all kinds. Rose quartz can also help to restore trust and harmony in relationships and heal the heart from past experiences. So obviously comes in a little pouch as well. I'm going to be taking all my crystals with me to the new place, of course, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to kind of find a little bit more. It's a bigger place that I'm going to be moving to. This is a flat. I'm going to be moving to a house, so I'm hoping I'll have a little bit more space to maybe set up some sort of altar where I can keep all of my crystals a little bit more on display than I currently am. So let's get into the items that we don't always have every month. I'm gonna grab this little box. So this, I believe, is bath salts. It is. So we have a little box here of bath salts, and this is or love salts, should I say, and it's a magical salt blend containing 100% jasmine oil and chamomile flowers. A time-tested salt from Deb's family Book of Shadows. So Deb is one of the ladies behind Witch Casket, her and her daughter Ella. So this is a multi-use salt to use in spells and rituals to attract love. So of course you can use them in your bath should you wish to, but you don't have to. So here is the actual bottle itself. Of course it's coloured red, because what other colour would it be? And it's sealed with wax as well, so you can keep it nice and safe until you actually want to use it. But you stir clockwise into your bathtub. You can use it as a foot soak. You can add it to warm water to use as a floor or a door wash. You can add it to warm water to use as a doorstep scrub. You can use it as boundary salt, use it in spells. So there's lots of different things that you can do with it, which is good to know, because obviously if you are living in a place where you don't have access to a bath, if you just have a shower like I do, bath salts can be, obviously they're beautiful items to receive and it's great. There's some people, you know, who do have baths will be really, really happy to receive bath salts. But obviously for me, living in a place that doesn't have a bath, it's always quite disappointing to see bath salts. As much as I'd love to be able to use them, I just can't. But it's good to know that this sort of thing can be used for other stuff as well. So it's not going to go to waste by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just going to have a look to see if it says anything else on this box at all, but it doesn't. But yeah, I always love the packaging of the products every month as well. It's not just like shoved in a little box and like just thrown in. It's always, there's a lot of time and love put into everything, which I think is a testament to what they're doing here as well. So we also have a little, it's a velvet pouch. Not sure if it comes across on camera, but there's actually a rose on there in a slightly lighter shade of velvet, so it doesn't quite, oh there we go, I think I've managed to get you guys to see it on camera there. But inside, I'm just going to reach in and pull it out. Again, we have a little card here, and it's a bewitching black rose pendant. So here it is. Just going to kind of hold my hand up there. And roses are of course synonymous with love and happiness, and the black is for protection. So you can use it as a talisman to protect your heart and happiness and attract love and joy. So it's nickel free as well, I've just seen in here, which is obviously very good to know for those people who may have allergies and things like that. But it's really delicate, really pretty, really dainty, and of course you've got your little clasp there so you can pop it around. I think that's like it's that sort of ropey kind of material. So one of the things with jewellery for me is how easily the chains can sometimes break, but with that kind of chain it's much harder to break them, so I much prefer that kind of thing. So that is the next item. Don't even know where to go next. Let's have a look. What's this? This feels quite heavy. So this says Loving Home Hanging Charm. So let's have a look what's in here. So we've got a little box. So first thing, we have something wrapped in tissue, which I'm just going to open up. Okay, so we have a little heart here, which is really heavy. I assume it opens up. And then we have 2 little bags filled with, there's crystals and then some form of like herbs and petals and things in the other one. I'm just going to see if it tells me what they are. Yeah, so it's marshmallow root for love and attraction, and then pink rhodonite chips to open the door to love. So you fill them, you mix them in and put them in there, and then of course you close it. You do so with the intent to attract the kind of love you desire. And you can also add in any notes, amulets or talismans that feel right for you. That's of course optional, you do what you want. And then you hang it near a door or a window as a charm to welcome in love. So that's a really cute idea. I love that. And it's really pretty, the design that's on there too. So I'm going to pop this and try and pop it back in, but I'm notoriously bad at this. So I'll just wrap this back up in the tissue. There we go. Let's get that back in there. So that is the next item. When I can get the box closed, there we go. We have 2 more. So I'm going to grab this now. So this is the Loving Oracle. And this is a magical card deck to give insight into friendships, romance and matters of the heart. If you need insight into a particular relationship, shuffle the deck while thinking of a question and then pull a card out. I love oracle cards. I have a few decks of them now myself, but here are the cards. So we have a few different things on there, and of course you shuffle them, you ask a question and you pull a card from the deck. So I'm going to have a lot of fun using these as well. I'm going to add them to my ever expanding collection of oracles. And again, there is the lovely box as well. So we just have one more item, I believe. Yeah. So this is the last item in the box, and it is a love potion bottle. So it's it says, "We hope you love this as much as we do. We are so happy with how it came out. Use this enchanting bottle to hold your magical love potions, oils, brews, tinctures or elixirs." So I'm just going to try and get it out. There's some packing peanuts in there, so I'm just going to remove those so I can get to the bottle itself. Here we go. Oh, there's a little cork too. So here it is. You probably can't see again, but it's a really deep red, like a wine red colour. And there's a little cork here that obviously you can use to pop in the top of it once you've put in there whatever you choose to. But again, it's beautiful. There's all of these heart patterns. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love that. It's absolutely, I just wish the camera would pick up what a lovely colour it is. But I'm going to try and get some good pictures of it as well. So hopefully that will do it the justice that it absolutely does deserve. I'm just going to pop these packing peanuts back in there as well, just to protect it until I manage to get some pictures and I can then store it, or find somewhere to store it, should I say. So that's everything inside February's Witch Casket. In terms of the prices, there are a few different price points depending on where in the world you are situated. So if you are UK based like myself, you pay £29 per month. If you are within the EU, you pay £34 per month, and the rest of the world, you're included too, you will pay £36 per month. Obviously you would need to convert that to your local currency to find out what that is for you. But all those prices do include the shipping costs, which is why the EU and rest of the world prices are slightly higher, just to reflect that the shipping costs would obviously be slightly higher too. Caskets usually ship between the 14th and the 17th of the month. As I say, it was a little bit later this month because there was a delay with one of the items arriving with Deb and Ella, and they didn't want to send out an incomplete casket. But as I say, they kept us updated pretty much from the get-go, and they're now sending the boxes tracked as well, so it's much easier to find out where it is and when you can expect it to arrive. Now if you subscribe after the 14th, you will receive the box for the following month, and then any boxes after that. If you subscribe before the 14th, you'll receive that month's box. So for example, if you subscribe now up until the 14th of March, you will get March's box. If you subscribe after the 14th of March, your first box will be April's. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just going to very quickly recap on the items, and then I'm going to try and find one of my boxes to store these in that's going to be coming with me to my new place. So we had the Love Potion bottle with a little depiction of it at the side there. There was the Loving Oracle deck, the Loving Home hanging charm. We also had that beautiful pendant, the rose pendant, the love salts, and then we had the Loving Vibrations incense, the rose quartz tumbled stone, the Love Spells enamel pin, the what's the word for it? I always forget the word for it. The parchment scroll. There we go. The Open Your Heart Bath Ritual Kit. Till Death Do Us Part art print with the monthly manifestations on the back. And of course the booklet, which gives you information about all of the products included inside. So that concludes February's Witch Casket. Please do let me know what you think of this month's box. I continue to be impressed, both with the customer service, with the items included, the themes, everything. That's why I've kept the subscription. That's why I'm going to keep the subscription when I move to the new place. I do need to change my address on their system, so don't worry, Deb and Ella, I will sort that out so that you are still sending me a Witch Casket to the correct place. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what is coming up for the coming months. I don't think I've seen a spoiler yet for March's theme, but when I do, I will of course post that in my review. I'll be doing a review as always. Potentially there may be a little bit of a delay in me getting that up, as of course I'm moving. So I'm going to try and get that up before I move, but if not, it may be just a few days after when you can usually expect that from me. But all of that will be shared on my social media as usual, so please do keep an eye out on that. The links are in the description box below, and the link to the Witch Casket website is also there if you want to go and subscribe yourself. In the meantime, please do take care, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye.